Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tori Hartman. Supportive Oracle cards. The Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Good. Ooh, that's a good one for you. That's a good one for Taurus. I like that. Alright, I'm not sure exactly where those are going to hit. Somewhere over here. Going into this, you got the Lizard Spirit, which says, dream the world into being. What I'm feeling with the Lizard Spirit is I feel like when it's on your side, you've pulled a lot of things together to make a situation happen. And I feel like this is something where you've kind of made a structure very seamlessly to other people. Other people might not realize how much effort you put to make things work out, but I'm getting that it's there, but you don't seem to toot your own horn about it. And other people seem to think that it's not that difficult, but they don't realize, and maybe you don't realize how difficult it really is. Not everybody could do what you do. You're just so diligent at it, and you have it all together in a certain way that you just keep at it, that maybe it looks a lot easier than it actually is, and maybe you think it's easier than it actually is, just to be fair. But because you have that regimen in place, you do it the same way, you constantly keep at it, and you just don't let it fall behind. So that's why. If this situation took a day off and came back to it, there'd be a lot to catch up with, is what I'm getting. Now, the Eight of Coins here is like, you not only do you keep up with it, but you keep other people on point with it, and that's another reason this situation is where it is, because you keep people on point. And other people, I don't see them catching on completely. They got the Great Turtle Spirit on its side. The Great Turtle Spirit? It's Turtle Spirit. I want to call it the Great Turtle Spirit, though. Kind of like they're not realizing the foundation that's really here. They're not getting it, and the part that they play in it. I just don't feel like they're understanding it really, like how much you're putting into it. And I'm still kind of questioning if you realize, like, because you keep at it constantly, because you don't let it fall behind, you don't give it a day break, you just keep it going, you keep it going. This gets done today, this gets done at this time, 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 great. Tomorrow we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this, okay, great. Now the next day we do this, and you keep it right on point. And to me, it feels like there actually is a lot, but you handle it very well. You got the Death card, the Five of Coins, the Empress, and the Three of Cups going on in this situation. This is the results of the Wheel of Fortune hitting. The Wheel of Fortune is hitting, and there's a big change happening here. A big change to where you might be kind of like a little bit shocked and not really know what to do with it when it happens. The Death card is a big change. Big change happening here. This isn't a temporary wheel spin. This is a major wheel spin, and things are not going to be the same afterwards. The Five of Coins is kind of like, well, listen. It's not up to you at all. The Five of Coins is telling me nobody has any control. It just kind of takes its turn. The wheel spins around. Nobody has the ability to stop it or change it, or it's just, you just gotta kind of have to deal with it. The Five of Coins in this situation, it just feels like there's no choice. There's no choice. There's no negotiating of it going slower either. The Empress with the Three of Cups, people seem to be rallying around the situation and just kind of like, listen, it has to fix. This is different now. It's kind of like a house being wiped out by a tornado. Well, we got to live somewhere, so let's try to find it. Let's work together to find a place to live. What can we do to recoup what we lost? What can we do to start life again? What do we need to do? People coming together to try to make this work out. The Three of Cups with the Empress is like, it's coming together in a very solid way, but after, like, you have the cat spirit on your side, which is telling me when I'm connecting to this for you, you're just kind of looking at the situation like, what just happened? And then just kind of like, all right, I guess I just got to pick myself up and keep going. But you're kind of like jarred. You're stunned. I feel like you're stunned. Like, okay, I guess I just got to keep up and keep moving. Definitely keep moving. Don't let this throw you off to the point where you just become stagnant for a while. That will really damage this situation for you. It threw things way off, but just keep moving forward. Keep that part of your situation going, like the repetition of doing something. Just keep doing something. Even if it's something benign. For example, for some of you, like whatever this is whatever's blowing you out of the water, which some of you it might be the loss of a job I'm seeing. I don't know what that's about. Every day get up. If the first thing you do is make breakfast, make breakfast. Do what you would normally do. Then just like, all right, well, I would usually be doing this at work, but instead of doing that, I guess I'll clean the living room. And then I'll organize this. And maybe you have a lot of projects of things you'd like to organize. Just keep in that pace and just start organizing things. Well, I have to do this. I'll organize that. I have to do that. Well, I'll organize that. Well, this needs to be changed. Well, I'll fix this today. Well, I need to go get the groceries. Well, I'll just put that in here and I'll get that done. And just keep yourself moving the way you have been. This will make a big difference. It'll make it a lot easier for you if you can just keep that pace going where you keep doing things. You keep in that pace of doing things so it's not a complete shock to your system. It will make a big difference. This is not the Five of Cups being crossed with the Ten of Wands. You don't like this change. You do not like it. Finding a way to accept it on its side seems to be very difficult. Pushing forward makes this easier. It's going to be stressful either way. There's no way around it. But holding to it, they're really giving this advice with the Four of Pentacles. Hold to your pattern the best you can. It's going to be doing different things, but if they're minimal things that need to be done anyway, just keep yourself doing it. 1 week into it, you'll be fine. And it's not going to be a job for everybody, but it's just something is changing. And there's patterns you were used to. Just keep your patterns going as much as possible. Put in little things that you need done. Put in little wish list things you want to do. Just keep yourself going. You will be fine. If you don't, I'm telling you, once you slow down, it's going to be hard to pick yourself back up. So you want to keep that pace going. It's going to be a little rough. I'm not going to lie. I do feel like it's going to be a little rough to do that. But if you can just keep up with it, it's so much better for you. It's so much better. This doesn't have to go on as long as it would. If you stop, it's going to go on a lot longer. This rough period is going to go on a lot longer than you want it to. Not that you really want it anyway. If you're able to do this, I feel like the Four of Wands is like, if you're able to do this, because I feel like the energy we're going with, you're going to keep your patterns in place. It's going to give you a lot of strength to build from. You're also going to be questioning if it's even worth it. You're going to be like, is this even worth it? Do I even, like, am I just wasting my time? You're going to keep questioning yourself. Just keep with the pace. Keep with the pace. Be very strict with yourself. The Queen of Swords, she's a very interesting card. In this situation, the way she's applying herself is kind of like it's your attitude towards yourself and how you're handling the situation at this moment. If you force yourself and you're very strict with yourself, like, no, I got to keep moving. No, I got to keep going. No, I got to keep on point. You will do better. You're going to have to be the one that pushes yourself and makes yourself do it, though. If this keeps going forward, this seems like it's fairly easy. I don't want to say easy. It just keeps a flow. It seems to just move on a lot easier. It does, but it's still rough. How do I put this? It's just kind of like when it's time to move out of this phase, it just seems like it flows more naturally. Like it's just kind of flowing naturally. If you stop, though, it's kind of like trying to get it to go, and it's just kind of like, it's just dragging on more than you really want it to, more than you have to have it. There will come a point where it's time to step up and go into the next phase. So for some of you, if it's a job that was gone, a new job will come in. If you're still in that moving forward energy, you'll be surprised how well you apply to the next situation. A lot easier than you're expecting. If you didn't keep that momentum going, though, I just feel like it's gonna be really rough for some reason, like really rough. If it's something else, whatever the other thing is, when things start to change around and it's time to put things back together, you're just going to have to do it. The time to shine will come in. There's going to be a lot expected of you, which again, it's going to be hard if you were at a standstill. Judgment does go in your favor to fix life. Whatever this means, like judgment will go in your favor, kind of like that ended. That wasn't really something you liked. You had this little bit of a desert period. It seems like it could have been minimal, depending on your situation. But now that it's time to move forward again, judgment goes in your favor. Now it's your turn to pick up the pieces. The Two of Coins is like you have to choose to step forward. When judgment goes in your favor, it's you choosing to step forward and you choosing how fast that happens. Momentum, keeping your momentum. Other people are going to try to help you, and other people are going to be pushing forward. Other people are going to want things to start going a lot faster. The Three of Wands is not a speed card, but it is a movement card, a movement forward. The Queen of Wands, it's the Princess of Swords, right? Princess of Swords. All right, so I feel like this person comes across differently at different times. But it's a supportive energy towards you, but I'm getting sometimes it's more pushy than others. I think that's what we're going for. The Three of Wands is telling, though, it's going to push forward. There's going to be a very strong push to get things going forward, get it up to speed. If you keep your pace, it's not that hard. If you've lost your pace, it's going to be difficult. That's what I'm getting. When that time comes. Once things are back on track, it feels like this is going to go on for a while, whatever this situation is. Once things are back on track, though, I'm getting Bear Spirit like you were in your element again. You can be comfortable again, and I feel like it's just healing from what moved on. Whatever you lost, healing from that will happen once you're back up into a normal speed, and then you seem to be going through like the grieving process at that point. It just seems like it's very delayed. I also feel like you have to choose to try to like weed out that past energy. When you're stable in another situation and things are moving forward like they should be, that's the moment where I feel like that's the stability where you're going to heal. That's where you're going to, when you feel comfortable again and like things have stabilized, that's when you're going to heal. That seems like when you're going to do your grieving for whatever you lost. When things have stabilized again and everything is settled, then you're going to go through your grieving process. So I don't know what to say about that, but I also see like you seem to be having to make choices to really like how much healing you're going to do is up to you. You have to choose how much you're going to deal with. I don't understand what that means because it seems like you can't really get around grieving. You have to do it. Like your body just does it. Your mind will just make you go through it. But they're saying, like for example, if you're having a hard time, like if you lost somebody, are you deciding to get help in therapy and talk it out with people, or are you just trying to like deal with what you have to deal with and then stuff the rest down? You have a choice to really heal from this. But they're also saying that won't come forward until you're stable again. For some reason, the grieving process doesn't really take hold for you until things have stabilized again. Not in a very productive way, at least. There's going to be, like, you're not going to get around it. There's going to be some grieving going on for whatever happened here with that ending. But the true healing for you doesn't happen until things stabilize. Then you feel safe and secure. Then your emotions start coming out about it. And then you can move on from it. I don't know what to say about that. That's just what they're... It does make sense to me, but I just feel like... It feels kind of like... strange to me that the grieving process is being held off for so long. But that's the way it's coming through. Alright, I think we're there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.